Welcome back, Pokefans, to the playthrough of Pokemon Ashen Frost. So, last episode, we were pretty much on the verge of quitting. We were trying to get a flight to Sinnoh, but then our flight got delayed, and we ended up talking to the chief, who basically just said to us, we're investigating the casino, why don't you go and have a snoop around. We bumped into Python, Monty's brother, and Python basically asked us to investigate into Monty's death, and obviously we've had a load of other things along the way, so we're helping out Felipe, but then tracking down the rings also links to Monty, and we just had to battle some other detective who's also looking into the Monty case because the rings were stolen, and yeah, we had to battle that detective as well, and it was insane. But yeah, we're picking up from where we left off last episode, so let's head on in here. So we're looking for the landlady. Welcome back, Mr. Lafayette. So it's gotta be a woman who's on her own. Okay, Truffles isn't reacting to that person. I think it seems to be going pretty well. Business meeting. It's definitely a woman, isn't it? That's a gentleman. That's the chief. The wait was well worth hearing him sing in person. Isn't his voice dreamy? Truffles is reacting to this person. Yeah, he's a good showman. Sorry to interrupt the show, but I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions. You're a landlady, correct? Fine, but take a seat so you're not blocking the view of the others. You must understand that I have many tenants. Simple name isn't always enough to remind me of who you're referring to. Perhaps you'll be able to remember Monty through his key. It does have the unit number etched into it. Now that is helpful because it's a standard issue key with a unit number etched in. It's a bit of a commute, but this tenant lives just beside Serenity Inc.'s corporate HQ. Serenity? That's light years away. The building you're looking for is by the Wintergreen Park. It's a large brown building, you can't miss it. Thank you for your time. Ooh. Time to see if this key works, then I'll get back to the Python. Here goes. And we're in. But what? Yo, why has he got so many? Monty was doing some weird photo analysis with the LONARDO'S daughter and the Rosewell's daughter. There's a picture of Mordecai in the trash in this trash. Letters about results from a DNA test came out negative as genetically related. Seen this picture before. Have a copy of this. It's Louis Rosewell and his daughter, both currently presumed dead. Photos of important persons are pinned to the board. The theory board. Yeah, it's the same thing. There's a picture of Miss Leonardo, her daughter, and the Python. Sticky note stuck to the picture. Sylvester is casting an illusion over the girl. What? That's pretty bizarre, isn't it? There's a picture of me attached. That's well weird. Oh, there's one of them boxes here as well. The rings Felipe originally showed me are in this box. I mean, it's not like Monty will need them now. You uncovered Monty's rings. There's a letter at the bottom of this. Pascal, I'm afraid that after learning what I have, something might happen to me. I've never approved of your involvement with the Lonardos. You never liked my distrust of them. Then I went and joined up with them anyway and we fought. I know I seem like a hypocrite, but I did it for a reason. I was hired to investigate the Lonardo family. Your charge isn't the Leonardo's daughter. She's the Rosewells. What? Plot twist. One thing I've noticed about the girl is that Sylvester is always following her. I theorised that it was casting some sort of illusion over her appearance, so I ran a DNA test. The results came back negative as related to the Lonardos. I've given you a copy as proof. I didn't know who would have bothered with saving her from the fire, let alone take her in under a different name at first. I had to investigate further. I think I'm approaching the reason, but I can't be certain. They didn't hire a bodyguard because they're worried about her safety. The Lonardos are afraid of losing their hostage. The Lonardos hate Louis Rosewell. They know he's still alive and are trying to draw him out by using his daughter Natalie. Why disguise her then? Well, I can't be sure, but I think it was a trap. If they noticed someone investigating their daughter, they'd assume it was someone connected to Rosewell. That being said, I don't think my investigation has gone unnoticed. I'm not a very convincing gangster. Plus, the Lonardos have eyes everywhere in Riverview. Do what you will with this information, because something tells me I won't get the chance. We might never talk again. I may move away, or the Donna will catch up to me. I want to give you these rings Capo Luciano gave to me. Proposed to your girlfriend already, you hear? You bro. Monty. Oh my god. What a plot twist. I took a long ride back to Eastern Review. I need to give Felipe the rings and talk to the Python, no Pascal, about what I saw. Alright then, I assume we're just going to be giving Felipe the rings and then talk to Pascal about what we've uncovered. This is it. I will never make enough money to win the rings back. Felipe? Yes, monsieur, not detective. Here. These are the rings exactly. How did you on such short notice? Fair enough. Take them, no strings attached. Thank you, monsieur, not detective. Take my hands from the gambling. It's not much, but it's the least I can do. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Glad that at least Felipe is happy, especially because of my role in things. Maybe I'm not that useless. Ugh. What are you looking at? Right, the Python said he would be in the bookstore beside the casino. That's where I'll head next. So it looks like we're starting to uncover a lot with this Lonardo family. So I'm assuming that that'll be the main point of the game. How go things? Well, I found Monty's apartment. Here's the address. Great, thanks again for helping me. How much do you want? It was really the least I could do, especially after what happened to him. There's something I need to... Go on, kid, let's get you home to your parents. Didn't even let me finish. Pascal, I'm afraid. Am I? I think I know what Chief wanted me to say. Let me guess, tell him that I'm afraid. Overall though, this has been a pretty cool case. Like, it's took us a while to get here, but we've uncovered a lot of good stuff. Right, Chief's here. Do you have something to say now, Sylvester? I am. Raid. I'm afraid. And so he figures it out. That really doesn't help my ego any, Leo. Forget your ego, I've been waiting all day for you to understand what I'd figured out within a minute of you ignoring my calls. Well, you did it, congrats. These things don't come easily to me. Come on, Sil, don't be like that. I'm afraid. And angry. Understandable. Those Leonardo goons kidnapped me just because I was a minor annoyance to them. I'm a useless detective. It's not like I had even done anything major to them. And if Mordecai hadn't shown up... Sylvester. Leonardo. Do you need a hug? No. Yeah, I see what you mean. Leo hugged me anyways. Everyone in the force complained about how hard you were on them for incompetence and uselessness. You know that? I know. I don't think they realise that the person you're hardest on is yourself. You're not useless, Sylvester. I'm not useless. I'm still afraid though. I don't know what they'll do to me if I stay in Riverview City, but I guess I'll stay. The only thing I know for certain is that Truffles and Chief and Mordecai, come to think of it, would never let me do otherwise. This is... It's insane. Monty, what did they drag you into? So old. Guess I'll just jog on the spot to keep warm. Hope Sylvester's feeling better than I am. I want to see Papa again. Violet, you just saw him. Nuh-uh, he isn't Papa. I never should have got my hopes up. Beloved. Felipe, I'm so sorry. I never should have run. After what I did to your statue, I thought you never would want to see my face again. I'm still hurt, but I accept your apology. Why did it take you so long to... I lost the rings again. I wanted them out of my sight after all the trouble they had caused me. Luckily, that not detective found them again for me. It was very generous of him. Marry me, my beloved. I know we have reached the rockiest, lowest point of our relationship, but please. Yes, please. I love you. I love you too, Felipe. And that's the end of that case. Ah, man. Your checkups show that you're healing nicely, Mr. Lafayette. We have two main concerns. First, at the pharmacy alerted us that you picked up your antibiotics but not your painkillers. I didn't think they were really necessary to my recovery. I see, we just like to keep tabs of strong medication like that, you know. What's your other worry? The only other concern is that you still seem to be exerting yourself a fair bit. Almost like you're running back and forth across Riverview City on a regular basis. That'd be silly when we have Pokemon. Aha, yeah, silly. So when's my next appointment? Let's book it for a month from now, shall we? Alrighty, same time work. Yep. Hey, Sylvester. Did someone just call my name from the room up the hall? Sylvester, I need to talk to you. Maybe I should have put the voices thing to the doctor. Have you got any flu shot yet? What's this? Luciano's cat turn seems to be worried. I'm surprised she cares about him, to be honest. The Lonardos do a lot of terrible things to Pokemon. Hey Sil, would you mind grabbing some fresh water for Rose? Haven't had a chance to water her. Blown his nose enough to make it start bleeding. Where am I supposed to get water from? I don't see no water place. Am I missing something here? Man, I'm going to a nasty boarding accident. Looks like I'll be out of commission for the rest of the season. You seem to appreciate that. Thanks. Rose handed me something. Sticky barb. Rose seems to have perked up a little. Cough. Buwangi or no, good to see you again. Can't really lie and say the feeling's mutual. Heh, why is that? Mr. Lafayette, I'm surprised to see you here. It's a small world and even a smaller city. How you doing, Luciano? Don't say it's getting worse, they're not sure what's wrong anymore. How can they not know? That's ridiculous. Dunno. I have Dominic doing your job right now, but you're so much more persuasive. I could convince Dad to pay special attention to you on my way out, Luciano. No, you and the Don have already done enough. Speaking of which, I thought he was going to stop by today. No, we had other things to attend to. The investigation into our casino had been such a nuisance for him. Anyway, I know how tired you must be of hospital food. I picked something from Spadina's. Thanks, Donna Lucille. Still, I think I'm being poisoned. See this bandage? Your Donna made it clear she wants me far, far away from Leonardo's business. Please, no. I don't care if you're Lafayette, the Leonardo detective heart is useless. I don't want to die. I'll vouch for you, I've been loyal to them all my life. They have to listen. Whatever you need done, I'll make sure it happens still. But please. Am I really going to do this? I know what the end result will be like. Stupid bleeding heart. You'd better have your leads prepared and your money. If this gets me killed, I'm going to die with cash in the bank. I do, thanks Sylvester. 20k. Right, case 5. Lou 3. Huh? Or Lou cubed. It's either the medicine or the food. No soul has forced me to eat and take my meds, so I don't know which it could be for certain. You think they're in on it? I don't think they know, they're just doing their jobs. It's not uncommon for patients to refuse treatment. Why not move to a different hospital or leave altogether? They sound not stable enough to be moved anywhere. Okay, so I'm just thinking. Oh, you weren't there before. Something I can help you with. About Luciano Mary. I'm a friend of his, I saw you into his room. Can't go into much detail about his condition without Mr. Mary's consent. Due to client confidentiality, but it's quite a strange case. About the hospital's food. Food is designed to be as nutritious and cheap as possible. That usually results in it being a little on the bland side, however. About his meds. You must understand I can't tell you much about what medicine he's taking because he's not my patient. What can you tell me? All the medicine we get at the hospital is shipped to the pharmacy by the LONARDO'S mansion. You can make inquiries there, but you'd need Mr. Mary's consent if you were looking into his medicine specifically. Ah. Alright, wow. That kind of rings alarm bells. Sure. Okay, we've got Luciano's note. Just a note really. When they need something a tad more substantial. Leonardo Kappa, remember. I'm not going to question my orders. So we're literally going into the fire's den, like the thingy's den here. Which I think's crazy. Because we're going to have to go to the Leonardo property to investigate the medicine. See a scuffle on the other side. There's Mordecai in it. Tell us why you've been loitering around here. I already told you it's none of your business. You have a right to detain and question anyone acting suspicious in the neighbourhood. That's everyone if you ask me. What's going on here? Oh well, if it isn't perfect Sylvester again. Wonderful, flawless Sylvester, the man who can do no wrong in the eyes of himself, or the chief. Good to see both of you again as well, and that you're picking on punks weaker than you, as per usual. You'll want to talk to Sylvester, Scram, criminal scum. What did you do? Nothing, honestly, Sylvester. You must have done something to catch their attention. They accused me of loitering, happy, but I really wasn't. Why were you hanging around here? And why does he smell worse than normal? You're stealing my line. Whoops, I guess I did ignore his calls in addition to Leonardo's. Sorry for ignoring your phone calls, I was being stupid. No, what I mean, yes, but I was going to say egotistical. Edgy and angst-filled then. Does that suit you? I guess it does. That's okay, just please don't do it again. I'll do my best. Leonardo and Truffles sort of forcefully pointed out the illogical nature of my actions. Leonardo? Chief of police. Oh, him? They really don't like each other. Why are you doing that? What? Jogging on the spot? I'm cold. He definitely looks cold and tired. But as okay as I can be. Mordecai, why aren't you telling me? I got evicted. Why didn't you tell me? Why do you think, Sylvester? Ignoring the phone, right. No, not the phone. It wasn't any of your business. It's not like you would have cared. Care, of course, sir. Do I? Do I actually care about Mordecai? It's just such a weird thought. I guess I do. Even if I didn't, you saved my life. You don't act like it. I get it, really. I'm just a small-time criminal at the end of the day. Mordecai. The least I can offer is to let you crash on my couch. Thanks. Really, it's me that should be saying that. Thank you for saving me, Mordecai. I live in Western Riverview, but if you wait in my office, we can go there together at the end of the day. Here, take my subway pass, I'll just buy a new one. Thanks, see you then. It's weird, seems so subdued. Alright, well, we've got to go. It's the trubbish in there, yeah. Thought so. Yeah. Oh no, it's a Munchlax. Yeah, we need to run all the way to the Thingy property. Don't you think you're slick? Honestly, where do these people come from? I don't really have an answer to this. I suppose I could leech seed, which misses. And we get crit. Okay, Delibird. Honestly. Why is this Machamp so hard to take out? Still got 3 more as well. Do we miss the hypnosis? Great. I don't have anything to heal people. So it'll have to be Delibird. We finally connected and then fell asleep. Ooh. Right, it's gonna sound crazy, but I wanna go Munchlax. I don't know what it is, but them coffees don't seem to work. I don't have anything to actually wake me up there, that's the only thing. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. And that's doing way more damage. Right, I'm sorry, Deadly, but you're gonna have to go down. Just so I can get a switch into truffles. Bulldoze just because why not? And Ice Shard to finish it off. Oh man, truffles to the rescue. Right, I need to heal now. And I probably need to get some healing items. So yeah, we're going to Leonardo property. What business do you have here? And of course that means a load of bouncers. Let's switch to Delibird. Wonder if we outspeed. No, we don't. Okay, let's go Sparky. I mean, you couldn't have just hit yourself, could you? And then of all things, a Scrafty. I was just hoping to get off some chip damage. Let's go Mach Punch, not quite enough. Polly then. Bubble Beam. Right, so I know where we're going now. It's just, man, these battles are hard. I've been challenging all these bouncers to fights. None of them will fight me because they need to concentrate on the jobs. Oh, okay. Let's force palm you. Get some HP back as well. Ooh, darn man, let's go Polly. Level 41. And then Bubble Beam. And then Slack in. I want a mud shot to try and slow you down. Yeah, not the end of the world. Breloom can now come in. Force Palm. Delete. Sparky wants to learn Discharge. It's better than Shockwave. Alright, heal up again. I feel like we're falling behind on levels somehow, but like, you had level 41 Pokemon. Back off. Step away. I've got a heart scale. Nasty Bouncer was prowling around the area. They have medicine pick up for humans here, nothing for Pokemon. Go to the pharmacy, we give you medicine that restores you to full health. Here to pick up medicine for yourself or on behalf of someone. Seems your prescription's already been filled, Mr. Lafayette, except for the painkillers. Would you like to pick them up now? Actually, let's look into the medication being prescribed to Luciano and Mary. I see you have no permission. Give me one moment to check the records. Psst. Are you going to accept those painkillers? Nope, don't need them. That's for sure, just be careful. The pharmacist here almost always gives out sugar pills instead of real painkillers. The only way you can get the real stuff is if you're affiliated with LONARDO'S. Thanks for the tip. Print a list of medications and in what does Mr. Murray needs to take. Those morons down at the hospital are constantly switching up his regimens. It's ridiculous. Thanks, I changed my mind about the painkillers. Could I please have them just in case? Sure thing. Have a feeling I'll find some use for these sugar pills. They're made of your medication, Mr. Lafayette. Thanks again. Have a nice day. Right, so we've got apartment, theory board, ring, letter, doctor's testimony. Jeez, I really don't know how to interpret this list of medicine. The names of the medications don't really mean anything to me. It really was an accident. I and the rest of the team had been studying a colony of Bidoof on the river for years. Robes had cut back on their fragile population, but we devised a cure for it. We did all the proper testing, endured the lengthy wait times, and then filed our patent. The tests were flawless. So I gave Ivy the first Bidoof we cured as an early gift. Serenity, the lab manager, the man who was Monty's friend. The lab around the Champ Garden studies medicine. Maybe I can call in a favour and ask him to interpret his list for me. To be fair, I like how it fast travels you to where you need to go. Makes things a bit quicker. Where's the manager? Oh, in here maybe? Welcome Serenity Marine Facility. My name is Anna and I'm temporary manager in charge. Our previous manager Alan mysteriously vanished one day. He was acting oddly leading up to that point, so you know, these things happen. Now there's something I can help you with. Detective Lafayette. Pleased to meet you. The feeling's mutual anyways. I have a list of medications I'd like to ask you about. You understand that our area studies medicine for Pokemon like humans, correct? Yes, but I assumed you would at least have the qualifications to recognise the names of these medicines. That makes sense. Most of us here share qualifications with a human doctor up to a certain point. No, that can't be right. This list of medicine makes no sense if I'm recognising their properties correctly. Well, doctors don't know what sort of illness the patient has, so they've been trying to treat the symptoms. No, you misunderstand me. This patient has been given multiple medications that should never be taken together. Either the doctor who made the decision is criminally negligent or there's some sort of malicious intent involved. Considering how many balances and checks are involved in giving a patient their medicine, it would have to be deliberate. Thank you for the assistance. No problem, but please just warn whoever is supposed to be taking his medicines right away. I definitely will. It's a ridiculous number of people who should have spotted something wrong with this situation is staggering. I hope you don't mind my musings. Would you like to hear about some of our research? Along with studying the river's colony in Bidoof, we've also been attempting to modify Pokemon's natural power via held items. It's been a big spending project for a long time now. Soon these items will be ready for the public market. Been handing out some as quasi samples to select people. Here you are. The battery pack. What's the battery pack do? The pack re-energizes a Pokemon should they require a recharge. Okay. Right, so we need to go to where the hospital is, which to be fair I can't actually remember. Not the docks, not the calf. Yeah, where actually is it? Oh, it is in the docks actually. So if we go straight down from the penthouse, that should suffice. Hospital. Is it this big building? Ah, yeah, here we go. We'll have you moved to our place in no time. Place, don't you mean palace? House is obscenely large, I'll get lost. You can barely walk, and having the doctor come to visit you would be far more efficient. Didn't Luciano say earlier that he wasn't stable enough to be moved somewhere else? Besides, I'm sure coming to the mansion will be much easier for Detective Lafayette's investigation. Yeah. Don't know what you think the world's coming to if you're willing to rely on this Lafayette. Donna, we don't need outsiders poking around our business. You learn your lesson, why'd you accept? I don't care if he's a Leonardo. I can't just leave someone to suffer like that. Try not to do anything that'll justify me putting you in a hospital bed next to Luciano then. I'll tell the guys to expect you, detective. Mrs. Leonardo left for Luciano. She was practically carrying him, the way he was leaning on her. Alright then, so I think we'll end the episode there, and then next episode we'll carry on this mission or case, which is obviously around them poisoning Luciano and why. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.